Hello vlog. I'm about to go set up my art exhibit for Emergent Multimedia Screening and Showcase. The art exhibit is in an hour and I'm leaving in 15 minutes. This is my outfit. I wore some chunky gemmed up rings and then this patchwork cardigan jacket thing. It's very cute. I thrifted it. And then black silk pants, black tank. I'm so nervous not to actually show my film, but there's an artist panel afterwards where we have to talk about art theory and inspiration and answer people's questions. And that's getting to me. I have added a new babushka to the collection. Do we like it? Do we think it looks like a granny's babushka? Because that's not the point. I just wanted something a bit lighter for the summer. Anyways, what I actually wanted to talk about was the art exhibition. It went so well. We had been selling tickets online, but also we're taking cash in person. So I didn't know how many people were going to show up. You know, the online ticket sales didn't represent what to expect. And in the end, so many people showed up that we ran out of chairs. We ended up running to this nearby restaurant to get more chairs, but we still didn't have enough. So me and the other artists, and then just some random audience members, stood while all of our videos played. So the order it went was Greta showed her video game, Gabby showed her music video, Jovial showed his performance art, Cyril their animated short film, and then mine, my poetry film. We took an intermission afterwards and mingled, ate some candies. A couple of my friends bought me bouquets, and then we did the artist panel, which ended up going a lot better than I expected. I was definitely over nervous for no reason. Some of our close friends asked questions, which is definitely less intimidating, but we also did have some strangers asking us about inspirations and artistic practices. So yeah, I was just really feeling the community love. And oh, and I had my pink self-portrait painting displayed, as well as a dragon fruit that I also painted. Both accompanied some props from my film alongside the typed out poem the film is about. It was really nice to see people engaging with that part of the exhibit as well. And it all makes me so excited to do even more. So this bookstore that I've been working at for 4 years is closing. I'm feeling quite nostalgic about it because on top of this having been a place that I can engage with literature daily, I also fostered a lot of connections here. You know, I met 2 of my best friends in this bookshop. We connected over, obviously, books, but also our queerness and our cultures. I remember discussing my Hungarian heritage and how it relates and differs to Mongolian and Croatian diaspora. The bookshop was also a pivotal point in my partner and I falling in love. They came in one day while I was working and I made them coffee and we got talking about an event this bookshop was hosting. It was a poetry reading later the same evening, and then we both went to it and we sat together and we exchanged contacts, and the rest is history. I also met an artist here back when the shop first opened, like the first month of us being open. He helped me learn more about myself and taught me some very valuable spiritual indigenous wisdoms. And in turn, I helped him regulate through his journey off narcotics. We processed his trauma together while he got clean, and I watched him become like quite a successful full-time artist. And we're still friends or mentors, or I don't know what you'd call us. He's like 60 years old. But yeah, I'm just feeling really grateful for what the bookshop gave to me and also what I gave to it. One of my favorite parts about this job was, for like the first time, feeling more connected to community, getting to a place where I recognized so many people's names and faces and what they liked reading. I was able to keep them in mind when ordering books for the store. And pretty quickly I got to a point where I knew every book in the store. Like everything you see behind me and beyond, I know a little bit about all of it, and I'm passionate about all of it. I really put a lot of research into finding underrated, underground writers and artists, you know, really unique and diverse people. And it created this effect, which was when people would come into the store and find themselves within authors and characters and entire genres. The amount of times someone would say, "I never thought I would find something like this," was just so special. It felt particularly special to me for the queer people that came in here too. Because I've talked about it before, I live in a bit more of a conservative part of Canada, and it can be hard to find things that are blatantly in your face queer. And so to have an entire section dedicated to queer rights and to have queer authors in every single genre floating around, it created just such a safety for all of us, a little home. And yeah, I'm really sad that we're not going to have that anymore. This is the only indie bookstore in the city I live in. The only new one, I guess. There's a couple used bookstores, but there's none that you can actually place orders from or find new content in. Yeah, I really hope a new bookshop pops up soon. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to snag a job before my last day of work, and I've sort of been in the trenches. In the last couple weeks, I've applied to over 40 jobs. I've gotten 5 rejections, and then otherwise just radio silence from all the rest. I've just went ahead and applied for unemployment insurance. It's not going to be enough to pay my bills, so I'm gonna have to start putting things on my credit card, and all of this is making me do a lot of mental gymnastics. I don't know what's better, if I should just take any random job so I can get money, or if I should try staying on unemployment insurance for a month or so and wait it out so I can get a job in the field I actually want. I'm really looking for something in the literary field or video editing, but it's so bleak right now. I really can't find much. On the plus side, I will have more time to be creative. So I'm planning to paint a bit more, as well as upload videos every week. It's been like 2 or 3 years since I've done this, and it was simply just because it was too much for me back then. You know, having a full-time job, as well as all of my creative hobbies that sometimes made me money, but I couldn't rely on it or reduce the hours of my full-time job, on top of trying to write and publish a book and be in a relationship and see my friends and my family and still have time to like get groceries and go for a walk. I really struggled to do weekly videos on top of all of that. And that's why I have this, well, have had this unconventional every 2 weeks sort of deal. But because making videos makes me very happy and I still don't have a job, I thought I could be delusional for a little bit, just a little while, and pretend like this is my full-time job. So I hope that's something you also want.